Night after night, thousands of South Koreans have gathered in downtown Seoul to voice one thought. We don't want crazy cows, they shout. The protesters demanding the government ban U.S. beef they say is tainted with mad cow disease. But on Thursday, the government posted a public notice doing just the opposite, saying it would allow imports of U.S. beef to resume. At the same time, the Minister of Agriculture apologized on nationwide TV for causing widespread concern.
지난 4월 18일
I feel very sorry that the April 18th agreement of U.S. beef imports has given much concern to the people of the nation.
Despite the government's efforts to ease fears, street protests are expected to intensify, and a labor union has vowed to block the planned distribution of U.S. beef by protesting at the warehouses where U.S. beef has been awaiting inspection for the past 7 months. At a recent protest, these students wear T-shirts denouncing the South Korean president. I don't want any one of my friends or family to die eating U.S. beef, says this high schooler. Nightly protests at times turned into violent clashes between the demonstrators and the police, and forced President Lee Myung-bak to go on national TV to apologize for not having gained public understanding. President Lee has been accused of selling out in order to get the U.S. Congress to approve a free trade agreement between the two countries. On a recent visit, U.S. Commerce Secretary Carlos Jieae2 emphasized that U.S. beef sent to South Korea is safe. Even when the imports of U.S. beef resume, many local supermarkets and restaurants we talked to said they had no plans to offer it to their customers, at least as long as these widespread fears and protests continue. One reason for the higher level of concern about beef safety stems from the Korean diet itself. Parts of the cow, critics say, that are more prone to mad cow disease and are not usually eaten by Americans are eaten here. These open food stalls are famous for their ox and pig intestines. This restaurant still serves its famous ox intestine stew. But because of fears of mad cow, most are now only serving pig intestines, stir-fried with vegetables. Jieae2, CNN, Seoul.